Good morning, traders. John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just having a look at the markets this morning. One thing I do want to mention before we start is people often, it's not just me, but people often try to steal my identity and other people in the financial markets identity and then go around offering freebies from the person that they've stolen the identity from in return for a lot more expense. So they put the thing out to say that if you send them half an Ethereum, they'll send you 30 Ethereum back or some crap like that. But in any case, I don't do that. I never do that. I never have done that. Never will do it. So if it sounds like a scam, it probably is a scam. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is a scam. So don't send any money to, contact me first. If it looks like it's a good deal or whatever, and I'm offering it, ask me first before you send any money to anyone. They're all scammers. I just can't stand dishonest people. Anyway, enough said for me. Heading down, and going across, and now we're still between that 200 mark and the support line. So let's just put that support line back in and have a look at that. So here we go, touch, beautiful, resistance, back on the touch. And we've got like a reversal happening on the touch there, which is good. We're not out of the, like it's between here and here where things are going to, like we're either going to get a strong break to the upside or a strong break to the downside. So we'll have to wait and see. But even if we do get a strong break to the downside, the first point of resistance, support, is the 50. If we break to the upside, hopefully we're going to break through this and then come back and find some sort of support and then take off from there. Hopefully that'll be the case. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. There is still money in this market around here. There's selling happening, but there's also like this green day here, this reversal day is above the previous day's volume. So there was a lot more buyers that were, coming into the market, back into the market here to offer support. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, but it's just sideways. So we can't really do much, like we can't unload the accounts and be, trading, strong and heavy and stuff like that, because at the moment we're in a risky position. We don't know which way it's going to go. It's sideways until we break the 200 and sideways until we break the low. Let's just have a very quick look at, so this here is, like it's okay. It's still holding support, which is good, and that's where we are. So they've got a very nice close above the 50. We've got stochastics coming out oversold. This is on a weekly chart with Bitcoin. And then we've got a bit of a pullback to the support line. So I've got an alert there. So just above this candle here, as soon as this weekly turns green, then it'll be, looking very positive. At the moment, the monthly is looking green, which is positive. It's a very positive sign. So if we can carry on with this positive sign and stay green with the monthly, that's great. Then if we can turn around and do it again on the weekly, that'll be even, better again. And by that stage, we'll probably be above the 200 if that happens. So then we'll have all different time frames green. All right, now let's go through and have a look at some of the other ones. 3 minutes in, Bitcoin's done. Right, so here we are. We've gone up nicely. This is with Ethereum. So we've broken this resistance level nicely, pulled back nicely, and we're going to engulfing off that support level now, which is really good. And then we've got a shooting star coming, from the 200. So, it's just we're just gonna have to wait to see which way we're gonna break. At the moment, it looks like we're gonna break to the upside because we've got, if we took all these lines away, let's just look at what's happened here. We've gone up and then pulled back. We've gone up and then pulled back nicely. We're engulfing, which is nice and strong. It's very good. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that one there. Going through a few more of these. Down here, look at that rocket booster off the 50. I like that. A lot of congestion there though, but still we've got a rocket booster off the 50. Nice breakout there, and good rocket booster off the 50. Stochastics are rolling over though. Bit of a negative on that one. Now this one here on watch, so I'm just going to get rid of all that drawing stuff so we can have a look at it, proper look. And yeah, that's yeah, it's kind of only okay really. Anything on the 4-hour chart? No, not really. Got a good breakout there, but that would have failed actually, that breakout. So on the 4-hour chart. So righto, let's have a look at a few more. And straight up here to resistance, and we've got a shooting star from resistance. I'm still in this one here. Judging by the daily chart, I'm starting to scratch my head now and wonder why he's still in here. Especially when we see reversals like this and what happens after it, and reversals like this and we know what happens after it. So, realistically, if it shows me any more negatives from here, I'm going to have to probably make some decisions. But in saying that though, being on the daily, we do have some good volume increasing there, and we've got stochastics starting to roll over. We do have an engulfing, from the 9. What I want to do is get rid of this here. If we can break through above that stuff there, I'll be happy to stay in this trade, but much more of a weakness, and I'll be looking to probably exit the trade. I just don't like that double top sort of thing, and shooting stars. And all this is happening because Bitcoin is confused. We don't know, the main money doesn't know if Bitcoin's going to go up or down, and so that's why we're kind of, we've had a bit of a run, and now we've kind of met resistance areas, and we're going to have reversals. So okay, moving on. So Luna. Now I'm actually looking at Luna again. So I've got one entry in Luna, and I'm looking at a second entry with Luna. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty well. I know I've got at least one entry with Luna. It could be two. I don't know. With Dot, I've got a couple of entries there with Dot. And look at this: support, resistance, and now we've got resistance again, shooting star. But we're still heading up. We've got a on this support line here. So we've got lows, highs, high lows, high highs, which is nice. And we've come back down and found support on the most recent high. And it looks like it could be turning around. Like it's just sideways. I don't like the volume, and I don't like where the stochastics are. We'll just have to wait and see. Sideways, sort of choppy action. I don't like these wicks at the top though. I've got to say, I don't like them. Down here, this is still looks like kind of sideways, sort of choppy action. But then again, on the daily, sorry, on the 4 hour, I think there was a few entries in there, and so I'm in here. So I'm in here twice, I think, XTZ. Yeah, I don't, like that. There's definitely an entry. Where the other one was, I don't know. I'll have to go back and have a look. But anyway, sushi. Let's have a look at sushi. So look at that, support, resistance, perfect. That resistance there. So and we've got increasing volume on that. So yep, it'll be interesting to see where we go. This, like it's definitely not a time like. Clearly we can see that Bitcoin needs to either break out or break down in order for us to know what sort of direction we're going to be heading in. But, like now that we've had some good strong closes and stuff like that, we've got a fair bit of sideways choppy action. And this sideways choppy action is because Bitcoin's sideways. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's good where it came from. Like it's, we've got good consolidation, nice pop above the moving averages. A bit of consolidation and then, another nice pop. It's good. Nice solid closing candle above there. Would have been stopped out on this one here. And, like just choppy sideways sort of action. I don't like it. From here, like a breakout doesn't behave like this. From here, breakout might have one pullback and then we take off. That will be a nice, strong trending market. Whereas here, this isn't a nice, strong, trending market. I want, this is sideways consolidation, sort of choppy action, and we don't really know which way the market's going to go. Even though we can see that we've broken a downtrend line and we've got an uptrend line here. Let's just have a quick look at that uptrend line. I just want to see if I can get anything better on that. Where are we? I'll just go from that one end backwards. Yeah, I don't know. Probably there. Maybe not. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense there. Also, yeah, a touch there, touch there. Can we include that one there? Maybe only just, but kind of breached it there a little bit. But we can kind of see that there is an uptrending line here. So we've got an uptrending line here, which is good, and then a downtrending line there. So we, are we going to stay up above here? So now, if we come down and break below the 200 and or this line here, it'll definitely be negative or sideways still. But I mean, with breakouts like this sort of thing here, there's good volume and good stuff that's happened in these lows here. But now this sideways choppy action, we're just waiting for Bitcoin. And Zill's having a bit of a pullback. And so look at that shooting star engulfing. Interesting to see where we go with Zill. And this one here, look at that, what a nice run. So this one here, I first spotted this one when it was at this price here. And that was what, 20 bucks. And then now, we've gone up to 55. So, that was a good one. And then over here, even from the breakout, it's looking pretty good. But whereabouts should we expect for this to come back to? Like if it's going to come back and find support somewhere? Well, the most, obvious line would be here around 33 bucks, maybe just over. But this has a lot of strength in the market too, which is good. This one here, look at the volume that's coming there. Stochastics coming out, oversold. Nice, engulfing. Yep, there's some good things there, but I don't like the wicks at the top though, I've got to say. Nothing there. Yeah, big pop and then a big decline. Look at that, nice cup sort of thing, but I don't like these wicks and stuff. That's indecision. Stochastics overbought, like indecision, resistance, but we do have a rocket booster engulfing, but then straight away, the very next day, we're showing weakness. So I don't really like it very much in that. So this one here I was looking at, and so I think it was on the 4 hour chart that I was having a look at this one. So I'll get in an entry or two here. You know, but let's just have a look at it. I mean, there's an entry there. Look at that, inverted hammers, pull back, engulfing, closing above, engulfing, closing above, now engulfing, closing above. So, you know, I mean, even if you took that entry, it'd still be in. That entry, it'd still be in. That entry, it'd still be in, and this entry here, it'd still be in. So, this one here. Oh, I wonder if we can get a 50 bounce. We need to have a look at this one here. That, like, check out the power that's gone up there, and then we pull back, got an engulfing here. You know, like, I like this. Let's just keep our eyes on this one here. A lot of the, you know, but it has to have a sell-off. So we've had a, you know, massive run. Then we've had like a 50% pullback, not quite 50%, and we're resting on the 50. And I wonder if I can get a trend line up there. No, not really, not from there. I can kind of see that down here. We've got a few touches there. And then, you know, even if I draw that line up there, we're broken to the downside. But anyway, we're just meeting the 50 at this stage here. And we've got decline in volume as well. So, you know, like there's less and less sellers down here. You can see the liquidity has just dried up drastically. You know, I'm wondering what's going to happen here at the 50 with the stops just below the low here. I am going to have to move this one up to the top. And ICP, so I think we've done that one. And this one here, look at the gap up on that. Oh, still on the 4-hour chart, that's why we're gapping up. And just going back to one or two of those. Yeah, there's not really all that much. That links looked all right, actually. Let's just have a look at that one. So here, you know, we've broken, we've got support, resistance, we're breaking through, and we almost found support back on there again. Nice big closing up above there. I don't like these wicks very much, but we've got a, not much of a pullback either, but we've got a rocket booster up there too, which is good. So yeah, you know, it's looking okay, that one. You know, it really all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks out and does some really good things, all these are going to do the same. So, well, actually, most of the time, these will do the same. Look at this. I do like this here. So we've gone, you know, we've got some good engulfing closing above here. Now we've got a rocket booster closing above, pull back nicely, you know, and where do we find support? Previous resistance. Now we've got a rocket booster engulfing. I don't mind this one. I don't mind this one here. Let's keep our eyes on this one here. So ASX, I'll just move that one up the top there as well, and we're back at Avalanche. Avalanche, yeah, got a cup with handle there, a bit of a breakout, but I don't like this whiskey sort of trading. And we've got a shooting star from the top. Don't like that either. This here, so I don't mind this, but I don't really like it either. You know, I'm not very picky, am I? But here we go. We've got touch, breakthrough. Beautiful breakthrough. Great volume. Stochastics coming out of oversold from the lows. Now, if we pull back to here, it would only make sense that, oh, you know, like if we pull back. So I'll just get rid of those lines there, and we'll just start again with a couple of other lines. And I'll just go from that line there. So here we go. We've got support and not really much resistance. Pull back, and then we've got a breakthrough. And then, so, you know, if we find some sort of support from here and even an engulfing coming off here, that would be good. We like, you know, FTM, let's keep our eyes on that one too. This one here, oh, engulfing. So there we go. We've got nice, look at those wicks. Is that a shooting star or what? This one here, spinning top, engulfing. You know, we've got declining selling volume, which is good. You know, like these wicks here, I don't really know about what's going on with crypto.com. This here is a bullish move. There's no doubt about it. You know, like, I don't like those wicks up the top there. Don't like those wicks. And here, 4-hour. So engine, yeah, I was kind of looking at that the other day. I've got a few positions in engine, so. Oh, yeah, nice breakthrough there the other day. But, you know, is that, like, look at that volume. That volume's good too. Whereabouts are we headed to? Like, you know, is there any sort of support there that we can see support and resistance? Yeah, it's not far away. Oh, yeah, even if we head back there, we can kind of see it. Yeah, so this sort of breakout here has kind of pulled back a little bit. You know, I'll be waiting for more confirmation of that there. Not all that happy and, you know, just jumping in there. Here, straight up to the 200, found resistance. And excellent breakout there. Excellent breakout. Off support, engulfing, now above the 50. So support, resistance, and now we're back below that resistance line. That's not very good. Litecoin, nah. EOS, yeah, it's kind of looking okay. Here, so we've got rocket booster up there, you know, and it's off support too, which is good. But we've got the 200 just above, which is not good. And Zcash. So Zcash had that, you know, like really good run, and now we've backed off, got an engulfing, and then closing by the 9. We've only got one engulfing up there, so, you know, like that kind of signifies to me that, you know, we're probably not finished up the top here somewhere, you know. And look at this massive decline in trading as we're rising. Stochastics are now oversold. This to me looks like it could very well just get a pullback, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's aiming for this big block buying, or sorry, big block selling that started right here. So it looks like it's found support at that area. And so if we get some sort of a turnaround here, this could very well carry on this trend here with Zcash. Something to keep an eye on anyway. And not much really going on there. Look at that scrappy trading. Just stay away from that scrappy trading. Good way, that's where you lose your money. Scrappy trading like that. This one here, I'll have to wait and see what happens there. No, and now we're going into the other currencies. So anyway, traders, that's probably enough. Like there's some good stuff there, but let's just wait to see what Bitcoin does. Like let's not commit any other funds until we see what Bitcoin's going to do, because this is a tricky situation that's going on right now. So, support, resistance, breakthrough, nice. Now we pull back, and we've got it all depends on what happens here. This whole thing here, that's what we're waiting on. If we get a nice break, pop through here, closing above the 200, great. But the chart could do anything. Anyway, traders, that's probably enough. And yep, let's just see what happens. If you need any help with your charts, let me know. And please stay away from the scammers. Those people just really annoy me. They're so dishonest, and like we're all in this game together for one reason, and that's to accumulate crypto for ourselves. So let's just focus on buying the best chart setups in the best market conditions and avoiding scammers and hype like the plague. I've lost so much money with scammers and hype and stuff like that. It's just stay away. Just go back to the charts, trade the charts, be good at reading candlesticks, and money will flow. As you become good at reading charts, money will flow. All right, traders, hope you have a good day on this awesome looking Sunday, perfect looking Sunday, and talk to you again soon. See you.